What is up, everybody? I don't know. My mic sounds low there. Sounds a little better. Woo! We're here. I apologize. I'm going to be staring over here a lot tonight because I can show you what my other monitor is doing, and it is fucking hilarious. Um, but yeah, I can definitely. I don't even know what the hell is this. What? They changed my buttons around. Here we go. Extra camera. Shit, I can't do an extra camera, but I can say, "What's up, Coop?" He's in here. I told him he's got to be here tonight, because tonight we are literally unveiling Diktex or Cocktex or whatever the fuck we want to call it. It is definitely coming in tonight. Well, I have it sitting next to me. Nick also has one sitting next to him because the deal was I get the first one, he gets the second one. So if you're in the Discord, you've already seen it. If you are on my TikTok, you've also already seen it. I am pushing it. I'm trying to get this thing into Navy contracts because we all know that the Diktex would fucking go good, or Diktex would go great in the Navy, and we know they'd love it. We could do Molly attachment fucking holsters and shit, and it would just be fucking epic. So this monitor is still warming up. It has been warming up for about an hour and a half because somebody turned off my shit, and I literally have a free 99 PC. So since it is kind of an evening where everybody can be involved, I'm throwing the link in the fucking chat. So anybody who wants to jump in is welcome to jump in. Yeah, San Fran camo. Yeah, it can be anything you want it to be. San Fran camo. It can be Pinot Flage. It can be Diktex. It can be whatever. But all we know is it's meant for the cock holster. So without further ado, folks, Diktex doesn't come through great on the camera probably, but it is exactly what we designed. It is white backed, so it comes through well. It is definitely something that's going to get framed and put up behind us, mostly because I don't think this is very usable. Number one, it is incredible for what it is, which is a novelty. The troll face, I think, will be the art piece. If anybody wants one extra that they can hang or whatever, we will do so with the troll face if you want. If anybody actually wants a fucking holster, sheath, anything fucking made from this, the troll face is going to come off. I have a file without the troll face. I have the file with the troll face. And I do believe that the troll face is amazing. It's fantastic. It is what it needs to be. But it just doesn't fit on any molding. So yeah, if you coat water purification equipment with your pattern, you could likely get a bunch of them running on carriers right now. Water purification equipment, I'm all for it. That's just funny and fucked in the head. Yes, it is, man. Just think the commentary that you have on live television sometimes, or live whatever, is that going to be in the backdrop? Yes. I think it is actually going to be the backdrop for the white cock. So we will turn it this way. Put it here. Right there. Man. Maybe I should mold the white cock in Diktex. Let me know. Yeah. So Tony says he wants a tiger wood knife with Diktex sheath. Yeah, that's another thing from the Discord. If you've seen it, you've seen it. If not, great. There's knives coming in eventually here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Diktex is gonna sit there for now, and then hey perps, hit that damn like. Yeah, hit the like, motherfuckers. We made something here, guys, a couple weeks ago. We did. We actually made something, and it was incredible. I enjoyed having that show. I know it was boring for a lot of individuals, but those who stuck around, you got the fucking brunt of it. You got to see it all. You got to see it in all of its glory, being made, manufactured, and brought to light. Well, not manufactured. Manufacturing process we weren't privy to, but it was definitely one of those situations where I think we all had a good time. the Diktex official pattern. If you guys haven't seen it, we will go right ahead and say it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But yeah, we will share present. That's where it is now. And then, yeah, here it got me all going. It's all backwards, man. It's all fucking backwards. But there is the Diktex. You get to see it in all of its glory. That is what the pattern was. And then, obviously, if you're not familiar, where are we? Over here. I'm backwards, guys. Sorry. This is what we got. So, under the light of there we go. You can kind of see it better. Shine it up. That's what you get. Diktex is created. But like I said, we are going to go ahead and we are going to go bloop. And that is going to be the actual pattern that is and forever will be known as Diktex. It looks better in person too. It does. It does really look better in person. I hate to say it, but I had to sit, and for quality control purposes, I had to sit and stare at this and make sure every phallic member had its detail, and it came out pretty damn good. So I'm happy with it. I think once we get rid of the troll face, it is full-fledged camouflage material that is meant to be made into a holster. And the best part is from a distance, it's actually hard to tell what it is. It just looks like some random technicolor pattern until you get up close. And if somebody gets close enough to see what it is, then they're close enough to get schwacked with it. So, yes. So wait, for quality control purposes,
I fiddle fuck around with my phone.
How did it taste? You fiddle fuck around with your phone as long as you're not fiddle fucking around with a member.
But no, the only hold on, no, that's the only member I got right there. That was just hanging out though.
Perfect.
YouTube, that was just a grip module. Blow me.
Hey, look at my monitors over here now. Things are gonna be right as rain. So now I can focus on what's here and not what the fuck is over there. So for quality control purposes, I did not taste it. Nick, you can taste it for me if you want. You can lick it real good. Tell me how it feels. There's a good texture to it. So the Cocktex, Diktex, Diktex, whatever you want to call it, has texture.
What happened?
Coop froze. I thought you were just enamored by all the cockiness.
No, I just said you need to do a scratch and sniff pattern.
Oh, scratch and sniff. I'm not gonna get on that. So if somebody wants to do a scratch and sniff pattern, you guys can do that if you want. We can create it in full blown hooker pattern, or just fuck around and find out.
So what's been going on, brother? I know the Diktex is coming out. That shit looks cool as shit. What else has been going on?
And nothing much. Just fucking hanging out. Freaking the wife out, pretty much.
Well, what'd you go and do that for?
Well, I like to fuck around, and she has to find out. So, the reality is she knows I've never been much for running out of runway, let's say. So if I get into a position at work where I just feel like I got no place else to go forward, I get fucking bored as shit. And
Yeah.
Is Diktex coming out? When is Diktex coming out?
Good question.
That's a good one. Maybe we'll do next month. We'll get together and we'll do some Diktex.
And then
if anybody knows any models for reference, they can email us at yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna end up with Big Fun, myself, and Coop all as models for Diktex. It's gonna come in hairy or extra hairy pattern.
That's what I was thinking. How do you do hairy titties on that?
I mean, you can do it, right? You can do it.
I mean, you guys have seen me show them on stream.
Everyone is pre-molded with string all over it. Just it's embedded into it, so it looks like a fucking hairy chihuahua laid all over your holster before you get it.
Hey, that might help with heat though. If you're out there training, you have to fire a few rounds and then reholster. It might, pad the heat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Or
that's
you could end up smelling singed hairs and think it's, the dirty downstairs and not what it should be. So,
well, yeah, and don't walk in the frozen food aisle too much because those nipples might poke you.
right, right, right. At least with the Coctex, you know that you'll never print when you're in the frozen food section.
This is very true. That is a tactically significant idea.
Exactly, exactly. So, Big Fun says a finely brushed Wookiee suit. There you go.
That's about it.
In the next few weeks, yes, coming soon to a holster near you.
You
From the
realize, bro,
makers of Coctex.
you're gonna start this, and somehow this is gonna catch on, and you'll be like the fucking Larry Flint of hosters with just shit on your hoster.
It's like Pentos for Glock.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're gonna have P-Tex, and then we'll have fucking Poo-Tex, and yeah.
Oh man, as long as you don't get into the furry text, we're all right.
Oh,
That's
as long as what would you call the clam tex? Right there,
uh,
clam tex. Right there, clam tex.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, the bearded clam tex.
yeah.
You've got the furless clam tex.
Wizard sleeves.
There
That's
you
a
go.
really poster.
We can have Taco Tuesday fucking, sales.
Hey man, there's a whole
I'm just gonna go ahead and
advertising.
say this. We're just gonna make the Kydex, stock the Kydex, and then holster manufacturers are gonna have to sell it. So I'm gonna have to get with Josh and Josh of Black Diamond Guns and Gear, who finally have a new manufacturer for their big man holsters, which if you aren't familiar with that, go check them out on Instagram, Black Diamond Guns and Gear. They have it in their story right now. They actually just released it. They're going to be coming out with their new holsters from a new manufacturer, which are the same holsters but better with more options. And there's a whole backstory to it. I don't know if they've told it. It's not my story to tell. So they have a new manufacturer for their holsters. So if you want to support Josh and buy a holster, the Fat Guy holster is no longer the Fast Guy holster. It's the Big Guy holster. So there's that. So yeah, for quality control purposes, Nick will be doing all the tasting. From now on, he will receive the first of all sheets. They went much faster than anticipated. So I literally put this in, and I had been talking to them about it, and they're like, "Yeah, usually our custom stuff just turn around." They loved this shit so much that they literally were like, "Dude, it's coming like now." And I'm like, "What do you mean it's coming now?" It's like, "Here's your shipping number." I'm like, "I sent you the final image like 20 minutes ago." "Yeah, it's done."
So you're saying they were a little premature on the Diktex.
They were on board. Let's just say they were all over the Diktex. The faster they want, the faster they can see a cock holster, the better. Honestly, it took longer for the Diktex to make it to Nick through shipping than it took for them to manufacture both sheets.
That's hysterical. I love it.
So there's only 2 sheets right now in existence with the troll head on it. Unless somebody specifically wants one with the troll head, which anybody who does want it, just put it in the holster RFQ form. Say, I don't want a holster, I just want a fucking sheet of Diktex. And I will get them out to you. Basically, my cost plus shipping to you, which I'll just have them shipped direct to you from the manufacturer to save on shipping, essentially, for one sheet of Diktex is like $28. So,
dude, that is not bad.
No, I mean it's really not bad when you talk. I mean it's just the Kydex.
Yeah.
If you want to make a holster out of it, a standard sheet of Kydex is like $9, and then you got to pay shipping, which would be
but you're talking about a print,
right? 12 by 12 sheet of Kydex coming into somebody's like $14.95 or something like that. Plus you still got to pay like $6 shipping. So you're paying $20, $21 for a standard sheet of Kydex. For Diktex, a sheet, it's like $28 shipped to your door. So I don't want to make any money on it. We made it together. So anybody who wants it, man, y'all can fucking order it. Like, put an RFQ in. I will send you a thing. I will handle the ordering of it, and get it out. It's fucking perfect. So I only lick version Diktex, says Nick TD. Yeah. Custom print
Nothing
Kydex
but
shipped for $28 is a good price. Yeah. And it's
oh yeah,
that's my
I'm like trying to
cost. That's what I put it on to you guys. It's literally like I said, it's not bad. Like it is not bad at all. And
no.
literally because they love this print so much, getting it done. It's already in their system. They don't have to worry about it from this point on. It's literally they just pull up the print name that I've given them, which is not Diktex, it's not Kydex, it's nothing like that. Because I don't want somebody to go and say, I know who does that work, and I'm going to order it. And you cannot order it. It is ordered only through myself, through the print number name, and that's the way it's going to stay. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately for y'all, you can't order it direct, but I do not charge you guys extra for it. I'm not trying to make money on this. It's fucking funny to me. Now, if you want a holster made out of it, that's a different fucking story because there's effort, work, and all that shit involved.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of mark on that, but it's definitely not mushroom stamped up.
Yeah, that's making a holster, man. Which I knew Kydex could be hard. And if for guys that are watching, I'm doing all the SDI classes at Sonoran Desert Institute. So just a little while back, the holster that I'm carrying now, as a matter of fact, is one I made, and my mag carrier. And Kydex can be a little bit bitchy.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, especially trying to get it to fit just perfect, and yeah, it can be a little bitchy. It takes some time to get things right.
Yeah. No, Dick Kydex is really hard to work with, says Mikey.
Well, it gets hard on you if you rub it a little too long.
Well, if you fondle it too long, it goes from floppy to hard super fast. You got to keep it at the right temperature, handle it fast, quick, and make sure you slam it in the press.
That is the key. Dude, I'm going to look into the next holsters I do. I'm going to look into setting up a vacuum forming rig for it.
Yeah. I don't like vacuum forming. And the only reason I don't like vacuum forming is because typically vacuum forming means you're making a clamshell. Yeah. So you're heating the Kydex, you're making your mold, and then you have to reheat the bridge, which means you're now potentially heat affecting your molded zone. So I think it's better. I really, and I know there's a lot of people who would argue otherwise. I think it's a lot better if you mold from the pistol or prepped mold.
Yeah.
And you do a form, you pinch mold it, and you just get I think you get a better quality out of it. I've had several individuals come to me with different things. Hell, the original in bag holsters, they were molded with vacuum forming and then molded around. They were good quality. They worked well. I had no issues with them. But what you always end up with is just a little bit of slop on the sight side because there's no way to really prevent any warpage or damage from the material affected zone around that when you use a heat gun. You just can't fucking do all that.
Well, so if you took something, say, because we touched on a little bit before in another stream. So if you took something like the t-shirt press, which you said was probably the best way to heat up the Kydex, use something like a t-shirt press and then did the vacuum forming, would that make it better, or is it still you're dealing with the same issue?
Well, you're still dealing with the same issue. The vacuum, the t-shirt press, all you're really doing is you're making sure you have a perfect temperature across the entire surface area of the Kydex.
Yeah.
As opposed to using a heat gun or a toaster oven. A toaster oven is kind of the industry standard for at-home making of these.
That's basically what I did with mine when I did mine for SDI was,
right.
I used the oven.
There's nothing wrong with it, but even then, like a toaster oven or a standard oven, you're going to have heat zones, right? When you cook your pizza, if you put your pizza a little bit to the left, you're going to have half the pizza that's cooked and half the pizza that's raw.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's the way the coils, the heating pattern is all set up. You have to have it perfect and you have to have it right. And then you'll get a relatively even heat.
So
So
here's an interesting question just from that. You know, like your expert cake bakers, they use ovens that actually move the cake through the oven while it's cooking.
right.
What if you use something similar to like an air fryer for it, where it was actually circulating the heat?
You could possibly do that. It would work well for the most part. But again, it is circulating the heat, but it's running the heat over coils, so you still have a hot spot.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the biggest thing, is trying to eliminate that. If you can do a t-shirt press, which there's so many people that are into like crickets and this and that nowadays, that most of that stuff is pretty cheap. I think on
yeah,
Amazon you can get a 15-inch by 15-inch t-shirt press with like a bunch of attachments you'll never probably use, but if you decide to get into doing apparel, you'll use it for like $190. Which, if
mm.
you're making holsters on a regular basis, that's not bad.
No, hell, I didn't realize that.
So um, you don't need one that has perfectly even pressure, because you're not actually going to go ahead and use it to apply pressure, really. You're just putting the heat plate down on top of the Kydex. And you
Yeah,
don't want to use just direct onto the heat plate. So use like a tissue paper or Teflon paper or something like that in between. And then
yeah.
you're putting that pressure down and you're evenly heating that entire piece of plastic to 338 degrees. That's what I would set it at. That's what I would leave it at.
So
And
you'd go 330
338,
for the whole thing.
what was that?
I said you'd stay right at 338 and just that's your base right there,
Yep.
338.
338 is actually where Kydex and all other thermoformed brands of this plastic, because there's a bunch of different brands. Kydex is just a
Yeah,
name brand. Um, it's a thermoplastic. 338 degrees is where it's at its most malleable point. Anything further than that, you're actually damaging the plastic. Anything below that, you're actually going to probably be stretching the material, because you're not actually at its most malleable point. So 338 degrees, you come out of the press, you've got the best temperature possible. You can lay it onto your forming, you can put your stuff inside of it how you need to, and you can push it around and then get your shit set up as much as possible.
yeah.
Is it
That's
perfect? Absolutely not. It's a science as much as it is an art.
yeah. That's what I was about to say. It's an art. There's some science to it, like you said, like the 338, the temperature. There's some science to that. That's where that material will open up. It will form right. You're not stretching the molecules, all that stuff.
Yep.
But the art side of it, that's where I get hung up because I'm a fucking caveman. I like to beat on shit with hammers, and you know, that's a, like I'm doing, you know, bluing, traditional caustic bluing on a couple of guns right now, and taking the time to get my polish right before I'm dropping guns in a hot solution is killing me because I'm a fucking squirrel. I want it now, and
Yep.
it doesn't work that way. And it's killing me.
No, and that's the thing, is you really need to just take your time with it, get it done. And then, as far as once it's finished, it's more or less about your feel, like how it feels and how it wants to do. Um,
Yeah,
Let me know when you have the 365 XL mold. Let me know when you want to order a fucking pistol. We'll get it done. So we could
yeah.
do it next week.
Now, do you recommend? Now, do you recommend like your regular blue gun molds for your holsters, or I mean, are you going with? Well, I'm taking mine off. Um, oh, gloves. Uh, or are you recommending, say, if you were doing custom work, um, I need exact specs on your gun all the way through, and then we do a mold off of that.
So it depends. It depends on what's available. So there's a lot of companies out there like Multi Mold, Blue Gun. I wouldn't recommend Blue Guns. Blue Guns they're basically exact replicas or exact-ish replicas of
Yeah,
your pistol. They're close enough to pretty much do any holster. There's not going to be any issue with that. It's all in how you prep it. The
yeah,
issue is that the prepping process is what matters. So there's companies out there like Cook's Gun Molds, Multi Mold. There's a couple different ones, and they sell actually prepped holster molds,
Yeah.
which takes a lot of the work out of it. It puts the lines where you need them. It puts the sight lines in where you need them. It puts everything in that you really need. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it.
Yeah.
So where if you're making a holster for a Glock 19, you're literally taking that holster and you put it together, and you've got a sight rail that you've got to have in there. Otherwise, your sights won't press through the Kydex. You
Yeah.
have to have something for every component that pushes through the Kydex all the way back out of the holster.
Yep.
So whether that's a light or anything like that, that's why if you mold a pistol for a light, it will never hold or retain the pistol without the light.
Nope. No.
You can do you can do everything you want to try and do that, but there's going to be a channel that's created for that light that's going to create enough movement that you're never going to get good rigid holding out of it without that light on it.
I've got a gun belt with a Black Rhino holster on it for a 17 with a Streamlight. Well, I can't remember the model. TL whatever. And yeah, if you took the light off of it, and even though it's a class 3, it's got thumb switch on, it's got all the other bullshit on it. Yeah, that gun flops around that holster like, I don't know, throwing a hot dog down a hallway. If it does not have that light on it, because that light is your retention point.
Exactly. And that's the thing is people have to remember that. Like, there's been people that have ordered and then they're like, "Well, it doesn't fit." I'm like, "Did you take the fucking Viridian light off of it?" Well, yeah. Well, duh.
Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore, jackass. That's
well, I put a different light on it. It's basically the same form factor, but it's not the same light. It doesn't have the same lines. It doesn't have the same holding points.
The only
doesn't
thing,
matter if it looks the same.
The only thing that they could do at that point, if they were half-ass smart, is basically reform the holster, build their own little press, and reform the holster. That's the only thing you can do. When I ordered that holster from Black Rhino, I don't think they had an option to account for the compensator that I had on the end of the pistol from Rocky Brass. And of course, when I get the holster, well, it won't fit with compensator. So, okay, I heat up the end of the holster, reform it, and, it works like a dream. But
you heat up the end of the holster. And it's the same thing when I ordered my holster from Precision Holsters. I forgot to tell them I had a threaded barrel. That's a big deal, right? So I had just heated up the end and then I just pressed the pistol back into place for the retention and just made sure I was only heating up the end. That's what it was. And it was a little bit, it caught a little bit. So I went in there with a Dremel and cleaned it up. Got a Dremel and a Dream. It made it work.
Dude, I got to get Scott, from Precision Holsters. I haven't followed him since, I don't know, the last 2.5 years or some shit.
Right.
When I changed over a bunch of shit, I dropped like all my social media and then started it back up as the CNT end of everything. I haven't got back and followed everybody that I was following at that time. So like Scott, a couple other guys, I got to get back to following because they're cool dudes.
Right. Yeah. There's some cool ass people out there, and it sucks because some of them get buried because they don't do as much or whatever. But it's like, what do? You found them the same way, and eventually, somebody like me is gonna bring them up in a conversation, and boom, there you go.
Like you said, you bring Scott up tonight, so of course, here in the next little while, if I don't do it while I'm sitting here right now, I'll look up Precision Holsters and follow Scott back on social media because he's one of those fucking rocking dudes, man.
Right. So, take everything as it is, and I think he's a great dude. I think their holsters are fucking awesome. I called him up. I ordered something custom. I had it made to exactly what I wanted, and I was happy with it. I still am happy with it. I don't use that holster anymore because I was given a different holster by my holster manufacturer, and I appreciate that. That's a cool ass holster too. And I try that one. I'm trying that one because why not? But Coop's got the whole twist you here.
Yeah,
I'm
my
doing.
phone pissed me off right now. I'm trying to charge and talk and do all kinds of shit, and my phone is not wanting to cooperate. So everybody watching this shit is getting vertigo right now.
That's okay. They're not watching anyways. They
Coop's
just
fault.
listen to us. If they were watching us, it would be really bad.
Yeah, well, with my face, it could get really, really bad.
We're good. It's all good.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, holsters are fun. Holsters are tough. It's an artistic process, though. It really is.
It really is.
Crazy Eyes had a question before. He says, "Doesn't matter if it has an RDS." Not at all. It's all about where it's cut. It's not about the mold at all. So, when you have an a red dot sight or anything like that, it's just I'm looking at it where the red dot sits, and then I'm cutting away where that red dot goes. Because the last thing I want is any portion of that holster to actually touch, rub, or pull on that RDS for any reason. Because if it's going in and coming out several times, because you're gonna fucking play with it, you're gonna fondle it, you're gonna do all that fucking fun shit,
Dry fire,
back and forth.
everything.
Just that little bit of dinging, just that little bit of grabbing is gonna be enough to affect your screws or anything like that. And eventually, over
That's
time,
like
things are gonna loosen up.
this one, if I can get it right. I cut it back to where the plate on the top of the slide cleared it. That way, I know if I put a red dot on it, it will clear the holster.
Right.
That way, it's not beating it up. I've got one on my 17 that's in that Black Rhino holster, and that thing clears just great. It was one of their options. But yeah, all you have to do is, and trust me, I'm not an artist of this shit. I freely admit I'm a fucking caveman. Dremel, baby. Bubba. But yeah, just cut the back strap of the holster down a little bit more. Because on this holster, my retention is on basically the trigger guard. So the back strap of the holster doesn't really mean a whole lot. All it has to do is clear my sights.
Right. Yeah, 99.9% of retention in all Kydex holsters comes from around the trigger guard unless there's a light. So if there's a light, then the light becomes the retention point, and it's a moot point. So anything behind the forward portion of the trigger guard, it doesn't make a fucking difference. Now, if you have a custom grip module that's been, tweaked on the inside, that then becomes a potential problem because I don't know exactly what you have. And I do ask a lot of questions. A lot of times if somebody says they have something and then they're like, but I've done X, Y, or Z to it, I usually ask them to send a picture of it. And then we're good. So I have software. I know what sizes of things are. And if I can measure something that's on it that I know, I can kind of measure where things belong based on my software that I use. And I'm basically just measuring pixels. And then I know that this many pixels is this length. And then
a known dimension you can work off of it.
Exactly. So it's something. It's more engineering. It's more work. It's more time, but it can be done.
It's shit my caveman ass ain't doing. I will tell you this, kids. If you use your own pistol to do your mold, leave a magazine in it when you actually crush it down in the if you're doing the one like the SDI stuff with the neoprene mold, leave a magazine in it. Helps
Did
a
I
lot.
show the custom Kydex in the beginning? Yeah, I did. Here you go. There's the Diktex.
That is it, baby. Dude, that turned out so slick. It's just not even. Well, it is funny, but it just turned out because that whole stream was just that organic and just started out BS.
It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
Before we knew it, we were talking about dicks and camouflage. And then somebody shared, I don't remember who it was. Somebody shared a picture of grandma at church with camouflage.
Yeah. God, who was it? It wasn't, I don't think it was Mario. It might have, no, it wasn't Mario. I
can find out. I literally can find out. I just got to go to Discord.
Yeah, well, yeah. You are the all-knowing, all-seeing, but.
Is it Dave? Yeah, I think no, wasn't Dave.
Nick, because Nick's asking whether he hijacked the whole stream. While I'm opening a beer and shaking you guys around some more.
Nick did hijack the stream a little bit because it was Nick's whole thing that kind of started it, which was hilarious. But yeah, it. Oh boy, who was it?
That's the thing that makes some of these streams just so much damn fun.
Right, it's the live portion of it. You just never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's I got which I did an interview with Ben and Ballistics not too long.
And he's gone. He's out of here.
Which was just it was a fun string for me. And I
know.
didn't think I wanted to do anything with like interviews, but after that one, I'm like, I like the conversation. I like the just shooting the shit, hit a topic, and then answer some questions, and then just let the fucking midgets run.
Right. No, so, and I did the interview stuff. I started off with that, and I was like, I even like my first stream, I had Tufu on, my very first one, and I tried to be all like fucking to the point, matter of fact. We're gonna get through this. This is what we're gonna talk about, and it felt forced. And I'm like, Tufu's my guy. Like I can have conversations with, I can talk with him for hours and not feel forced. And it's like that was the most forced conversation I had ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's not what like when I did talk to Ben and Ballistics the other night. Hit a topic, and then because it was all about Parallax to start out with, but hit a topic and then let the rest of it ride. Tufu's funny as fuck. There's no way around that.
Right.
Which all the crew from like Meadfield Rants and them, dude, fucking Christ, man, they've had me in goddamn stitches so many times it isn't even funny. But yeah, just I don't want it to be forced. I want it to be an honest conversation.
Right.
Right. That's my biggest
thing. It was definitely one of those things where it's like I wanted to have information that I could draw on throughout a conversation when I had people on. But I never after that episode, I said we're just gonna fucking run with it. What are we gonna talk about? Whatever the fuck we talk about. That's what we're gonna talk about. Whatever's in the news today is how we're gonna start, and we're just gonna fucking let it happen.
Yeah.
And I had some of the best conversations with some of the most cool people like ever. And I didn't give a shit if anybody watched it or not. I don't care. I've got an episode where I fucking talked with Brandon Herrera for 2 hours. I bet you it's got like 110 views on it. And that was 2 fucking years ago. Don't care. It was a great conversation.
Yeah. That's what I'd like to do. I mean, I think I told Bending when we were on that stream, I'd like it to be more like, hey, we were just sitting down at a bar having a conversation. Yeah, we'll hit a little bit of this. Like, say if I had you on a show, where did you start at? And then once we talk about that, let it run. If it goes to midgets that like pogo sticks, we can go there and just let it ride.
Wait, midgets that like pogo sticks? I don't have midgets that like pogo sticks. I do not have midgets that like pogo sticks.
You have to hang out with my sense of humor a little while.
I have
penetration. You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration.
It's pogo sticks for people who like to ride bikes.
But yeah, that's where it should go.
Operator Tony says, did you see that Brandon did GMR with Kyle this week? I did see it. I didn't watch it. Honestly, I don't have time for YouTube. If it wasn't for this show, I probably wouldn't even be on fucking YouTube anymore. I don't have time for it. Like, I know I said that I've been like unemployed for a week, but I've just been fucking busier than shit trying to fucking get X, Y, and Z done between the kids, getting the house cleaned up, doing dumb tattoos on myself and the wife. Like,
it's constant, and that's the way I've been, because there are times I've hit times at work, especially since all this COVID stupid shit, where it's hell to get people to show up and do what they need to do sometimes. So there's times where I'm following people during the day where normally I would just be working and listening to stuff, where I'm literally sitting in my desk and I'm following them because fuck, I have nothing better to do at that point.
Yeah. Nick TD says unemployed and bored are way different. Yeah. Totally different. So yeah, to put the bear on the subject, I'm not unemployed anymore. Like I kind of was, but I wasn't like the whole time ish. Like I left my former employer to go do contract work and line up contracts and do that stuff. And I had one pretty well lined up from the beginning. And what ends up happening is they make an offer that I just can't refuse, and now I'm no longer doing contract work and I'm employed again. But I'm good with it.
Yeah, I mean
So,
it's that's
they
the thing.
paid
As
me
long
for my
as you're
time.
good with it, yeah. As long as you're good with it, roll with it.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, it was the plan was literally like, I'm gonna go do my own thing. I'm gonna do contract work. I'm gonna be doing this. Yeah, my OnlyFans finally picked up.
Dude, no one
Trust
will
me,
buy my feet.
I'm if all works out in the next couple of years, I'll make way more than anybody on OnlyFans. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
posted a few feet pics and no one buys them on OnlyFans, so I guess I'm just gonna have to keep fucking working.
I still haven't got past the verification process. They will not let me put up a picture of a pineapple. They said it's been done before. I'm like,
Yeah,
mine's not upside down.
I've watched some really weird shit, so yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I've never been on the site. I honestly haven't. Now, Pornhub, completely different subject, right? You know, the hub, we've all been there. You know, I've learned that the whole stepsister craze is based on viewing pleasure because everybody talks about it, but I haven't seen it. So good for them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Everybody's into their sister.
I'm the dumbass. Sees
Mike,
the link and goes, that
Crazy
can't be
Eyes would
true.
like to have a link to your OF account.
I'll have to find it because I haven't made any money, so I just forgot about the shit.
You're,
I mean,
you're about to get a
apparently
monthly
people don't like
subscriber.
hairy feet.
Yeah, you're
I
about to
haven't-
get a monthly subscriber.
One.
One, I'm making 33 cents a month.
That's it, baby. I'm big time.
OF takes 66 cents on the dollar. He's a dollar subscriber. He gets 3 toes a month.
That is it. I'll only show half a foot every other week.
Right?
You got to copy
Yeah,
and
we can give Pookie the link too. We'll just throw it. I've got a whole section on my Discord, which you've probably not seen, but it's relegated for certain individuals. It's a foot channel.
oh god.
It is. There's only 3 people who are allowed in that channel. Unfortunately, I'm the owner of the Discord, so I'm also one of them, but I don't go there often. It's way worse than the NSFF and NSFW
Yeah.
file.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad to be honest with you.
The sad thing is I'm the number 1 poster over there, so.
It
was
is
a
what
punish.
it
It was a punishment channel. People want to be cocky, and then I find
Punishment.
the nastiest fucking feet pictures, and I put them in there. Crazy is like, I feel attacked. Like, you're not attacked. I don't think
No,
you're even in there anymore, are you? I think the channel, just so everybody's aware, the channel still exists. You may not be in it anymore, but the channel still exists. Needless to say, I'm currently adding people who can view it. And it just got fucking worse.
That's what I love. Jesus Christ. That's why I miss sometimes working some of the jobs that I used to work versus where I am
Y'all
now.
saw the Remington 870, right? Look closer.
Oh, because I'm on my phone, I can barely see it.
There we go.
Hold on, I'm gonna pop up on my computer screen in a second. Come on, you got freaking Tyrannosaurus arms.
Oh, maybe I'm not, he says. Marine edition? No, I don't serve crayons. And if I did, they're only the green ones, so those are the Navy guys.
I know a couple of Marines that love their crowns.
Yeah, but they
I'm
all
like-
like red and yellow. It's like they're weird.
Yeah, well, my son when he was about, let me see, he's fixing to be 3, and no, he just turned 3. Yeah, he just turned 3. About 2.5. Got him some crowns. He was eating them. My wife said something. I said he's practicing to be a Marine. Leave him alone.
But you gotta. It depends on the color. It really does depend on the color.
He
What
was
color?
trying everything at that point. He was trying to drill down into his Marine colors. I'll give him credit.
So he was in orange, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
He didn't figure out that he liked red and yellow. He went straight for orange.
Yeah, he was
We're just
working
gonna
on
mix it up. We're just gonna mix it up. We're going straight for
Yeah.
orange.
My Uncle Bobby was a Marine from the word go way back in the day, and apparently, even though he never met my uncle, he wanted to follow in his footsteps.
Oh, perfect.
But he's not going in the military.
Yeah. No. No. Nobody's in that channel currently.
Gruesome. Presently, we're going to have the most.
Shit. Let's just do it. Bam.
Oh.
Anybody in my Discord who is marked with the foot fetishist role, you now have access to it. So Crazy Eyes, I'm pretty sure you're the only one who's marked with foot fetishist, which is weird because I'm pretty sure Pookie was too. But we'll remark him.
I'm pretty sure Pookie was too.
Pretty sure Pookie was too, but that's okay. He's down in fucking Florida playing Happy Go Grab Ass with somebody right now. I don't know. They were down there for the hurricane. Like, look at me, I'm special. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm withstanding the winds.
Okay. Yeah.
Discord link. Operator Tony. Discord link. There's a Discord link. I know there's a Discord link.
Give me just a second.
Discord up. Let me see.
Discord.
Discord.
It was.
It's on the link tree. No, it is not on the link tree anymore. Is it? I don't think it's on my link tree. I probably have to add it to my link tree.
Jack shit about Linktree.
What was that?
I said I know jack shit about Linktree.
Yeah, I've got a link tree because it's just easy, and I'm getting rid of my website. So, yeah, the Discord is no longer on the link tree. What the hell, man? We can change that. Y'all sitting here like, what the hell is this fucking guy doing? We'll get a link to the Discord. Create the invite.
God damn.
Edit it for maximum efficiency. Will never expire.
I am learning a lot about bluing salts these days, and bluing salts are a very special creature.
Yeah, they're salts. They do bluing.
Yeah, they deal with temperatures in very special ways, because I haven't had a burn on that tub of bluing salts in 45 minutes, and it's dropped a total of 25 degrees.
Yeah, well, it's much like everything else. So, all right. So the Discord link is now added to the link tree, and it's also in the chat. So, Pookie was at Disney where no real Floridians go.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna be down by Disney. I'm not going to Disney. I'm gonna be by Disney in February. So I am headed to Florida. There are individuals who will probably know that I'm headed there. Just saying. Crazy Eyes. I would love to see you in person if you can stare at me straight.
You never know with his crazy eyes. He might have one to the right,
I joke. I mean, have you ever seen Crazy Eyes in person?
No.
He's got a TikTok. He's fucking like famous.
Well, God damn it. I guess well, no, I'm not going on TikTok because
we're gonna find out. He's sitting here, he's going, "You motherfucker, don't you dare." Don't you fucking dare, he says. Yeah, we're doing it. I'm gonna show everybody your Discord and your TikTok and all that stuff. So Move tab to new window. We're gonna move that over here. We're gonna go here. TikTok.
I hit shit on my damn laptop that I have no idea what the hell I did.
I'm not going anywhere near Orlando, he says. I'm not asking you to go near Orlando. I'm asking you to go near Claremont-ish, I think.
Area, kind of, sort of.
Ish, yeah. It's in that general vicinity. Show them. I'm gonna show them. I'm pulling it up, man. You gotta give me a second. It takes me a minute to pull my shit.
Yeah, it takes a sec to pull it out, and you gotta, give
I'm
a little
fat.
love.
You know how hard it is to pull out when you're fat? I'm just so happy to get it in. You never want to pull it out.
I have been there before.
I'm trying, man. Where the fuck is this guy? Where are you? Did you delete your TikTok? Did you get TikTok banned? You got nannered, didn't you?
The only time I think about TikTok is I want to take just snippets out of some of my normal content and put it on there just to see how long I would last. And it ain't going to be long.
Honestly, it's weird. Like, I enjoy it's kind of I didn't think I would enjoy TikTok. I really didn't. But it's not horrible. It really isn't. And there's a community over there. And part of it is like, to me, YouTube has always been kind of like, I fell into like the GunTube community. I never was really part of the GunTube community. Kind of just fell into it. I was a political asshat who talked a bunch of shit. And I knew a bunch of GunTubers.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell into the GunTube stuff. Now I like guns. There's nothing wrong with guns. I love guns. Guns are fun. Guns are cool. You do it to get banned. No, you just do it to fucking have fun. Honestly, most people who go to TikTok to try and be banned don't get banned. You honestly get banned on TikTok for the dumbest shit.
Well, yeah, look at Joe from Shooting Gallery. He gets banned all the time from TikTok for some of the dumbest shit.
Well, they do have no weapons policy. So if you have weapons at all in your content, you get fucking popped. Like, it's in their policy. It sucks. It's bullshit. I don't agree with it, but it's there. At least they're upfront about it. I get banned for the dumbest shit. I don't understand what he gets banned for. I've seen it, but like, he gets banned because he's got guns in his content, and they've popped all my stuff that has guns in it. Like, eventually it stays there for a while, and all of a sudden somebody's like, oh my God, I see a fucking gun. I'm triggered. And then they fucking ban it, and it's whatever. I have a fucking check engine light on my TikTok account because I'm an asshole. But I literally get banned for hateful content because I go into a fucking live stream with individuals that I know, and I'm like, what's up, asshole? Or what's up, ugly? And all of a sudden I'm banned. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
These people have
I
never...
talk about Harleys. I literally have a buddy who's on TikTok who got banned, their account completely banned, because he was on live stream talking about his fat boy. It's a fucking Harley.
Yes.
They got him for hateful content because he was making fun of fat people. He was talking about a fucking Harley, TikTok.
This is where you get into situations where you deal with people who have never been exposed to, say, I don't know, construction work. They've never been exposed to people who will break your balls at any given second, and you either deal with it or you come back at them even harder, and then they realize you can take a joke and everything's cool. It's freaking, they make my damn head hurt, and it hurts enough already.
Right. It's crazy. I'm finding you, man. I'm unfortunately, if y'all hear some weird shit in the background, because I'm out here trying to find crazy eyes on TikTok. We gonna find him. We gonna find you, bud. We gonna get you. I've got to do it, man. And then it's not gonna let me. It's probably been banned because he was hateful content to himself.
Yeah, more than likely. It's like me calling myself a fat boy and fuck it, all the other shit. I'd get banned for calling myself the stupid shit.
Yeah, whatever. I ain't gonna find it. It is what it is. So
It couldn't work with me on the average day. It's like trying to strike an arc and you forget to hook your ground clamp up and you flip up your welding hood and you're like, ground clamp, you dumbass. You're talking to yourself. You're
Yep.
literally talking to yourself.
yeah, Gen Z now considers the thumbs up emoji as hostile. Yeah.
That's because they've got one thumb in their mouth and one thumb at their ass at all times, and they just switch every other couple minutes.
Crazy Eyes is like, God damn it. Yes, you are officially the only other person. You and Pookie and Barbie are all currently allowed into the foot fetish. He just sent me a TikTok message.
Yes, I saw that.
I know I've shared it with him before, but I don't know. This is gonna sound dumb. I get enough TikTok. Yeah, he did. Look, he started following me.
Oh God.
I'm gonna follow him back. I can't show your stuff on here. It's got weapons. Does anyone else remember the OK sign? Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm a
White supremacist NVE.
yeah.
What the
It
fuck?
means white power, right? Or oath keeper, or
They could survive until lunch on the average construction site. It's just they're like guys. I broke my own record one time running a guy off a job I was running. Basically, all I had to do was show him a pneumatic air gun that shot like a 12 penny nail, and it freaked him out, and he was gone.
Oh my God! It shoots at 22.
Yeah, my boss asked me, "Where'd he go?" I went that way.
Yeah.
He's just
So what
he was
happened? What happened to Johnny over there? Well, let's see. You told me that I should have him nail the felt to the concrete.
yeah. It's, hell, we were
He's never
building
held a
crazy.
gun before, and I
Yeah.
had to hand him a fucking roll of 22 caliber blanks. What do you think was going to happen, Duckhead?
It just I watched a guy one time. They hired this cat, and I was working at a place that made like cotton gin parts and motors and all kinds of stuff. And he had one of the damn hoisting that was anchored to the rafters out at about like a 45-degree angle, gonna swing a motor across an aisle. And that motor weighed, I don't know, 400 and something pounds at least. And I looked at him and went, "What are you doing?" He went, "I'm just gonna move it like this." Okay. That's a bad idea.
It's okay. Just let him do it. We need to return to Darwinism. We really do.
Take all the warning labels off. Bring back lawn darts. No bicycle helmet.
Jarts. Let's
All
fuck lawn darts. We're not going to call them lawn darts. They're jarts.
Yeah.
Jarts.
Hey, yeah, absolutely.
That's what it is, man. Just get out there and fucking just let them have it. We need to bring back Darwinism because this world fucking needs less people.
Oh man, dude, when I take in people I have to train on safety, I always bring up. I said, if you want to have a fun time and realize just how stupid people have gotten, when you walk around Walmart, pick up any product and read the warning label on it. That's all you have to do. It tells you everything you need to know.
Dave asked if he missed all the Diktex talk. You did, but it's okay. It's still here. We have Diktex. We're removing the troll because the troll doesn't fit great.
Well, you need that on like you need that on like a mare's leg holster or maybe an AR pistol holster.
No. I need to get it. I got a guy on TikTok who's in the Navy, right? I want to make him like a fucking Molly attachment rig for his knife. So he could just put it on his fucking plate carrier one day and just be completely out of rag, just fucking catch hell. But you know what? It's gonna happen. Everybody in his fucking unit's ordering one.
Oh, you got that right. Absolutely. It's gonna happen. That's just yeah. It's just
Yeah. Mark says the troll's smaller. I don't think the troll needs to be smaller. I just think the troll is there for artistic integrity. If anybody wants one with the troll, we'll order them. Like I said, they're like $28 shipped to your door. That's my cost. It's whatever. It's gonna go. I'm gonna order it straight from the manufacturer and have it shipped straight to you if you pay for it. Anybody who wants a holster or anything made out of it, I think the best way to do it is just take the troll face completely off of it. Number one, it makes it a lot easier to fucking make the holster because you're not sitting here trying to line up some particular object in the middle of a holster and make it look good. And the other end of it is it makes it literally where you want to show somebody your holster. It's like, hey, check this shit out. And they're like, oh my God, that's awesome. Look at the cool colors. And then they get closer and they're like, oh my God, look at the cock.
it's all about the cock.
It is it's all about the cock. It's the cock holster, it's Dick's Talk. Nothing comes close to this quality.
They're
Couldn't
so
be
gonna
with a
be
10-foot pole.
yeah. Somebody's gonna be running around in one of the high tier military SEAL whatevers,
Right.
and they're really gonna be drilling people with a gun pulled out of their cock holster. And it's gonna be fucking beautiful.
Right. Can you imagine some drill sergeant somewhere fucking pulling shit out of his cock holster? Listen here, you little motherfucker. You need to keep your goddamn cock holster shut. I'm the only one who's allowed to have a cock holster here.
Dude, it'd be perfect. It fits into the lingo already.
Right. It is fucking there, man. It's all over it. Man Against the Masses says, I'm a world champion jart catcher. Just got me a meme idea. Give me a few.
Man Against the Masses is a beautiful man.
Uh-huh.
That Joker has my face
troll
tattooed
face
on
is
some
169 degrees from normal.
I still got to post a picture on my own stuff where he made me like the king of the coyotes or coyotes, as Bending Ballistics would say it. Yeah, I still got to post.
Coyotes. Yep. Can you imagine the heads that would explode in the Middle East? Yeah. There you go. I'm going to make Barrett 50 cal fucking mag carriers out of Diktex.
Oh yeah, that's definitely catching more than the tip.
Yeah.
Especially using Ralphus rounds.
Got to send him to Kentucky Ballistics,
him and his elephant guns.
Some 700 mag fucking cock text. We'll just fucking strap it right to the side. A little bit of perfection. I need to get some dimension.
Yeah, you could leave the face on that and do a mold for like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5.77 T-Rex rounds. Because let's face it, they're like mortars. Yeah, you could make that work.
He's like, I'm gonna send you a mag here in a few weeks, and I want some holsters made. Yeah, what the fuck, says Operator Tony. It's okay. I'm going. I can't wait to see the prosecutor showing the jury my cock holster.
That's going to be especially after watching the Rittenhouse trial, which I watched a lot of it with Ricada Law. That matter of fact, I think that's how I found him. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Your Honor, he pulled his gun out of his cock holster.
Objection, hearsay.
Yeah, at least it wasn't his prison wallet, motherfucker. I mean.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I got to make a wallet that says prison on it and put it on.
Dude, you have to, if you ever do that, you have to tag DLD in the freaking
Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. I know a guy who does leather wallets. We'll just have him stamp a fucking cage into a leather wallet. So it's a prison wallet.
That would be beautiful.
Sell them as a set. You get a cock holster and a prison wallet all in one.
Dude, and if you can get them as a pair, I mean, these brainstorming yeah, and these brainstorming sessions are great.
I'm on Twitch. I didn't know I was on Twitch.
No, I haven't been real twitchy in a while.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see what Man Against the
Ruh-roh shack.
Masses has here. Oh, shit. I have to pull it up on this
Oh,
computer. Instagram. He sends it to me on Instagram. So we're going to go here.
man against the masses is on the fucking ball when it comes to memes.
Oh,
He
he
just
is
freaking
on it. All right, man. Here we go. Present, share screen. Screen 2. There we go. Perfect.
So now I've got to be in freaking whatchamacallit, dancing around with a cane and
You're in Trolls? Yeah.
yeah, you know.
The king of the trolls. I have kid. The sad thing is Coop. We have kids young enough that we're literally going, yeah, that's Poppy's. That's Poppy's old man.
Yeah,
We know
pretty
the
much.
character. Like you cover up 90% of the character, and we still know who the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's which I don't. My daughter about I don't know 4 months ago finally got over the Trolls addiction, and so now I don't have to watch Trolls all the time. So
Yeah, I don't have to watch Trolls all the time anymore, but I kind of put a stop to that last year. It was literally, I think I just had a memory pop up on Facebook from the wife tagging me in it. A year, it was like a year now and like maybe a week ago. We were going to, maybe it was a little longer than that. Whatever. We were going off. We went up to Dick's Sporting Goods to grab some shit for her for one of her sports.
now you got
And
to make dicks again.
yeah, I know. On our
Bet
way
you
up
they're
there,
selling Diktex.
yeah, on our way up there though, all of a sudden my daughter's like, "There's something in my ear," and we get there, and she's got some fucking like gummy bears shoved in her ear. And what does she tell me? I get out of the car and she tells me, "Soundproof and delicious." You son of a bitch! Why would a movie teach a kid to stick some fucking gummy bears in their fucking ears? And now
Oh
I'm
man,
sitting here in the fucking parking lot of Dick's Sporting Goods with a fucking pocket knife that I'm pretending to use like a tweezers to pull fucking gummy bear out of my daughter's ear because
hey.
her ear hurts. Like,
Apparently, when I can't remember how old I was doing homework and had a pencil lead break off of a pencil, and I went to scratch my ear with it, and I don't remember this whole thing, and dropped it down my ear canal, and ended up having to go to the doctor to extract said lead from my ear. So tell your daughter I love her, because at least she had the idea of the gummy bear. I just had a pencil lead.
yeah. I mean, there's everybody's done some dumb shit, right? It's all there, but it's to me the best part was literally, Dad, my ear hurts. I'm like, why is your ear hurt? And she goes, I got something in it. And I go in there and I look and I'm like, you have a fucking it wasn't even a gummy bear. What was it? It was what are those fish? Swedish fish. She had a Swedish fish shoved in her fucking ear. And it wasn't like a little bit of it. She had like a giant fucking chunk like shoved down the fucking ear canal. And I'm sitting there and this has got to look great for passerbys. I'm sitting there with my fucking Spyderco paramilitary 2 digging in my daughter's ear in the fucking parking lot of Dick's Sporting Goods. Like, just stop moving. Stop moving. It won't hurt. I promise.
Oh, I'm gonna die on this
Getting
fucking.
a piece of gummy fish out of my daughter's ear with my fucking pocket knife.
That is just
Father of the year. I know all the helicopter moms are out there like, oh my God, he had a knife and he was touching her.
yeah.
Trust me, my knives are duller than fucking shit.
My wife got on to me the other day. Why is your knife so messed up? Because I use it every day. Probably for a lot of stuff that I shouldn't, but I use it.
Right? I have a $300 knife I use as a screwdriver on the regular.
Yeah, it's freaking. Hold on, I used it for something earlier. Where did it go? Oh, it's sitting over there. Yeah. It's that one's a Cricket something. It's been a damn good knife. I've been carrying it for about 2-3 years now. It's been good. But I use it for everything. So like the tips busted off.
Right.
You're not about to cut paper with it, but it's definitely a get off me knife. I just
Oh, Jesus Christ.
whoa, what did I miss?
Nick's got Nick TD has the start of the next camo pattern already done for us.
Oh boy.
So if anybody can see this, you can't really see it. I'm gonna fucking have to send this to my Discord. Nick, you're on the ball. That's for sure. I mean, if you want to say that about this, it's not testicles. That's a knife you don't mind losing. You do mind losing the knife though, because you love it so damn much, or you're so used to carrying it, right?
Yeah, but this one just it's a open assist. It freaking draws right. I've skinned deer with it. I've jabbed alligators with it. It just freaking works.
I love it. I've jabbed alligators with it.
Yeah. What can I
So I
say?
got a question for you. When you go alligator hunting, do you let them live till they get to the boat, or do you pop them 15 feet out?
Nah, we have to have them completely restrained before we shoot them.
Really?
Which means with a line on it counts, harpoon rig, something like that. We have to have them completely restrained. So it's not like I can roll up on and I wish I could. There were a couple I could dust easy. I can't roll up 75 yards from a 13-footer and be like, yeah, that's your ass. Nope. I got to have his ass at the boat. Which that 10-7 that my wife, she put the original shot in him, which left-handed holding a fishing rod in one hand and a right hand, left-handed with a judge, and put that joker right in his brain pan. Let me just say I ceased to want to piss my wife off. I still do it.
You learned that there are things she can multitask that you just didn't know she can multitask doing.
Yeah, I didn't realize that she was quite that good in that situation. Which I mean, she's fucking great on an alligator hunt, but
Run out in the swamp, jump on a gator by a shore, yell "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!" and bust the cat in the neck.
What kills me, and my wife would tell you if she was here right now, she will not touch a damn bullfrog, but she'll mess with any alligator we get next to. She sent me a picture of a bullfrog the other day, yesterday.
She's been told for years that if she fucks with a bullfrog, she's gonna get warts. Well, she doesn't want to become the Wicked Witch of the West. If you watch this, I'm not saying anything.
I'm not saying a word.
It's not his fault.
Where did I leave that other screwdriver at? It's around there somewhere.
I better find that motherfucker real quick. So if you can see it up on the screen is what Nick sent me for the beginning of the Diktex.
Oh, he's got to have different sizes, man. It can't be all like A cups or B.
And it's all going to be like different milkers too. You can't have the same nips. You can't have the same nips. You can't have the same bubs and the same jubs. But hey, it is a good start. It gives you an idea of where we could go with it.
It is a damn good start. I will not knock. Is that a joke when I say I won't knock him when we're talking about knockers?
Well, I mean, it could. It could be.
Just depends on how you take it.
I almost ran over an alligator a few days ago. I wish I could run over an alligator. I'm sitting in Wisconsin right now going, man, I wish it didn't snow tonight.
Yeah, dude, you guys are fixing to get some pretty good snow shortly, aren't you?
Fucking A. Like, it's ended riding season already. It's October 14th. I took the bike yesterday, 35 minutes north. And I'm like, well, it's 44 degrees. It should be all right. It's not, no chance of rain. I'm like, it's going to be chilly, but it's going to be good. Hour and a half later, I come out of the place that I was at, and it's starting to rain, and I'm in fucking jeans and a sweatshirt going, fuck. I have a 35-minute ride next to the lake.
Dude,
all the way home.
my damn Uncle Bobby, who he's a Marine, 3 times Vietnam, wounded about every time he was over. He loved like big bikes, but didn't like Harleys. He was more like a Honda dude. But he was telling me a story one time. He was riding from Camp Lejeune headed back to Arkansas, and wasn't wearing anything but like jeans and a t-shirt, and hit the rain. And Bobby didn't drive anywhere slow.
Right. If
And
you
he
ain't
got the
going Mount Jesus, you ain't driving.
Yeah, well, yeah. And he decided in his wisdom that, hey, if I take the t-shirt off, maybe, I won't get so cold. And that rain was eating his ass up.
Yeah.
He told me the whole story one time, and God knows I wish he was still around to tell it. But man, I like to broke ribs laughing his ass. Yeah, it wasn't the best decision you ever made, brother. Love you, your family, but damn.
Yeah. No, it's definitely riding in cold weather is one thing. Riding in cold wet weather is another thing. Um, fuck, man, you just can't. There's no reprieval when it's cold and wet. So
No,
yeah,
I'm
riding a
not.
bike up from the deep south in a face colander and a leather bandana hammock. Yikes.
Dude, I can't imagine because I'm not a rider. I'd like to be eventually, and a couple of buddies of mine ride and stuff like that. I can't imagine going through South Georgia, hauling ass on the back roads, and hitting some of the swarms of gnats that I've been through in my truck.
Honestly, the gnats aren't the biggest problem on a bike. It's like the June bugs, man. When you get full fucking cheeseburgers fucking flying down the road at 80 miles an hour, it's like it's something else.
Oh, it'd have to be brutal. It's got to be like getting shot with a
I
damn
know people
slug.
who smile the entire time they ride. I'm like, dude, close your fucking mouth.
I don't
Yeah,
smile
if
the
gnats are
whole.
bad, try deers. Yeah, you got to watch out for them jihadi fucking deer. I swear
Hey,
to
dude,
God,
I
all the deer in America they come from Iraq.
ex boss man of mine liked to ride. He had a big Honda Goldwing, riding through North Georgia, cruising down country roads and everything. They broadsided a horse one day. It was matter of fact, it was that weekend, so it was that Monday when I had to go to Atlanta for a meeting. He was telling me about it. Yeah, broadsided a horse. Take that.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference. So there's a lot of ways to take a shot, right? So you run around here and you learn like when the deer are coming out in front of you, what you want to do is you want to slow down and make sure they're in front of you if you're going to hit them because you want to be able to control it all the way through. You don't
Yep.
want them to blindside you, hit you on the side. But then once they're in front of you, you got to aim for right behind the rib cage because it's the softest point, and your front fork assembly will do the rest of the work once it hits the front fucking fender, and it'll split the deer in half. And what you end up with is a broken leg and a whole lot of blood.
Yeah, Stan said he in a split second he thought he could hit the brakes and maybe slow down, but he said he just kind of gassed it a little bit, made the front end kind of, I guess, sit or
Yep.
whatever. When he broadsided, so he actually didn't lay the bike down. And Stan at the time was 64 or so, old dude, and had his wife on the back. Yeah, managed to hit the horse and not lay the bike down. Damaged all the front of the bike, all that shit, but did not lay the bike down.
Yeah, Crazy Ass says I drive like I can afford the speeding tickets. I don't drive like I can afford the speeding tickets.
No, I just drive like I
perfectly safe.
stole it.
I drive perfectly safe. But there's an old saying out there that you either need to drive slower than your angels can fly, or drive faster than than death can come for you. Just saying.
Probably on the faster end. But hey, I'm fixing to shut my phone down because apparently it is not charging fast enough off on my computer. So I'm fixing to jump in the chat, kids.
Hey, no, that's all right because
love
I'm fitting to fucking head out of here too. Anyways, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. We're having fun doing this and that. I am gonna share a latest song for you guys because I haven't had nearly enough community guidelines violations recently to
Hey, I love those things.
I fucking love them too, man. It's hilarious. But anyways, I I don't know how long I'm going to continue to do the live stream because I love the live stream. I love hanging out with y'all. But if anything, it's going to be cut down short and dramatic, and we're just going to have fun and do kind of the shit that we've been doing. And it's kind of nice not getting community guidelines violations for videos because I get those all over on TikTok. I get them out of the way over there. But I'm going to support the small artists, yet the small musicians. And with that being said, tonight I'm going to send out the stream with a song called Sheeple. So this one's for you, YouTube.
Later, guys. I love all of you.
Easy. Enjoy. Thanks for jumping in. And don't forget, Diktex, cog holsters coming to a internet storefront near you. Link in the link tree down below.
If Dick's Sporting Goods does not pick that up, they're bigger morons than I already think they are.
Well, they're already big enough morons. They don't even sell fucking firearms anymore. Like they're gonna pick up Diktex. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna wrap fucking soccer cleats in it?
Well, they might. You know, those cleats are pointy.
If I put DSG all over the front of it instead of a troll, I bet they'd sell it. So, anyways, Coop's phone's gonna die. He's getting cut out, and we're just gonna stop from there. And we're gonna say, hey, Nick TD, thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for having a good time with us. And Sheeple, Tom McDonald, released today. I don't even know how many views it's got already, but we're gonna find out.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis, controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control other political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, keep on the police so that there's big crime, and take away our freedom to restore order they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system, change the pronouns, the gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Lucas screams just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems. Hollywood been writing your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cat, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you were target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but they can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe, but you'll never cure sickness till you cure the greed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broke, you want you locked inside a cubicle, addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful, to tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Lucas screams just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out of the nation. The system treating you like trash, you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them top police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you, they don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence is completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you in the corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Blue screen's just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep.
YouTube, I suggest you understand. We've been given permission to watch this. McDonald allows people to watch it. And you can take me down if you want to. But fuck it. Don't care. Literally, but fuck it. Hey, have a great fucking evening, folks. Enjoy.
Y'all don't want it with me. All of the homies are shooters. That's the FBI hacking in on my